Hi everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Today I will share with you 3 DIYs, 3 gift ideas for Christmas and beyond. And I am using some power tools today. With this video I want to inspire women to use power tools, so much fun. This video is part of the Power Up collaboration hosted by Sarah at Can Sarah DIY It, and I have the honor to be her co-host today. And you can see right here on the screen the other participants. I will leave links down in my description to the channels, as well as a link to the playlist of this collaboration for more gift ideas. So stay tuned for all this. For my first DIY, I will make beautiful tags to put on wine bottles or any bottles of your choice, of course, to bring as a gift when you go to a friend's house for dinner or something, a hostess gift. So I have this MDF here that I'm just marking out to rectangles. It will be my label tags like that. And then I need a rounded shape for the top of the tag. Just take something I have, this lid for example, that is round. I will at the same time make some other tags from this piece of wood, and I will make hexagonal shapes, just measuring where I need to cut all the edges to achieve that shape. Looks like that. And now it's time to cut everything out, and I use my miter saw for this. So easy. Just keep your fingers to yourself, not too close to the blade, and be sure to use protective glasses as well. I cut all my tags out, and here I cut that rounded shape for my MDF tags with my jigsaw. Sanding off all my pieces with my electric sander, like you see me do here, just on the edges on the MDF pieces and all the way around on my wood pieces. On my hexagonal shaped pieces, I will have a hanger made out of leather like that. So I just need to drill some holes on the side, like you see me do there, to fit that leather cord. And on the other side as well, so you will see how it will look once I have cut it to size, put it in place and placed it like that. So I do the same with the other tag. On my MDF tags, I need to drill a hole on the top there to fit a hanger, like so. I just sand off the edges around the holes. Now I'm staining my wooden tags with a natural oak stain all the way around, brushing it on with a paintbrush and wipe off the excess just with a tissue, and you can see the difference right here. Looking good, I think, and I do the same with the other one. Once they are dry, I take a black calligraphy Sharpie and write the word Joyeux Noël, Merry Christmas, and take a thicker Sharpie and just mark the edges to get a little bit of an effect, and on the other one I write Merry Christmas. I will not embellish them further because less is more in this case, I think. But you can do as you please, of course. And here they are, looking pretty. And the last thing I do is to put on a coat of a satin finished varnish and set them aside to dry for a bit. And once they are dry, I take some hot glue and put in those holes I made earlier and put in that leather cord, one on each side there, to create my hanger. Same with the other one. And now on to my label tags in MDF. I put on a base coat, just white acrylic, and then a couple of coats of a more creamy color. Let it dry in between the coats. And here they are, and I just sand off the edges where it's a little bit rough. And then I go on and take my black Sharpie here again. On one I write Merry Christmas, and on the other one Joyeux Noël, like I did with the other tags. Beautiful. And then I dry brush the edges all the way around like that to have it a little more of a vintage feel to them. On the opposite side, I decided to write Santé on the French one and Cheers on the English one. So you can just turn them around after Christmas and you can still use them, I thought. I wanted to embellish my tags a little further. Just take some greenery and some red berries, not too much, and put on the bottom of my tag like you see me do here. I thought the berries were a little bit too shiny red for me, so I decided to dry brush them in a black color. And here I am putting on my hanger, just a piece of jute twine, loop it through that hole I made earlier and tie a knot and cut off the excess. And here is how they turned out, and of course you don't have to use it on a wine bottle, it can be champagne bottle or any beverage really, just to make it more festive. In Sweden it's in a way common to bring a bottle of wine when you go to friends for dinner. In France maybe not so much. When you know the couple, of course you can bring a bottle of wine, but maybe more like a champagne bottle or flowers or something. For my second DIY, I will continue with my wine gifts. So I thought about a crate like that, as you can find in any craft store really, and I will make it fit a bottle. So I just mark where I need to cut it for the neck of the bottle to fit. And I take my cutting tool, make sure that it's centered first. I take my cutting tool and just cut off what I don't need like that. Oops, it goes in a little bit too well, but I will address that later on. And now for the back of it, I will make just a small curve right there. I take something round to know exactly where to cut, and I continue with my cutting tool. As you can see, I make smaller cuts like that to make it easier to follow that curve, and then just cut them off one by one like that. And when I'm done, I just take my sanding block and sand off the uneven bits. And in the front, where the neck's supposed to lie, I decided to cut it in a slight slope to get a nice fit for the bottleneck. You will see later on what I do. This is how it looks, and I made 2 holes in the front, and I found a piece of wood in my stash meant for something else, but I just turn it on the other side and it would make a nice sign there in the front. So now I will paint my crate in a black satin color, and I applied 2 coats. If you're new to my channel, hi! I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs, thrift flips, trash to treasure, renovation of my home, some pottery, some painting, anything creative really. Please join me! Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and join my YouTube family. I will stain the sign in a natural oak stain like I did with the wooden labels. Just wipe off the excess, and I do that all the way around to get a nice finish, even though you won't see the back of it. Now I will, as an embellishment but also to make the bottle stay snugly in place, I will hot glue a nautical rope all the way around the edge of my little crate. My sign has dried, and I'm writing here the word enjoy. Thought that would be a nice text for a gift, and I'm taking that Sharpie around the edge here as well, just to give it something extra. And then I will coat it with 1 coat with my satin finished varnish. And once dry completely, I will take some jute twine, a thick needle there, and just pull that string into the holes 3 times, I guess I did it, and tie a double knot, cut off the excess, and the same on the other side to keep that sign in place. Inside my crate I will put some raffia. Had other greenery in there as well, but only raffia for me this time. Just cut off the excess and push that raffia into place. It looks good already, my little gift. But I decided to make a bow out of some burlap ribbon, tie it together with some jute twine like that, and fluff it up and just hot glue it into place. And I will embellish my bow in the center with a pine cone and some Christmas greenery. Just hot glue everything in place. Et voila, here you have my second gift idea. Something a little extra than just bringing a bottle, if that is what you bring as a gift. For my third and final DIY, I will make a floating wine bottle holder like this one here. and it should stand up. This one is a little bit too short, our tryout, but there you go. It actually works. Now I will show you how I made that. So I take a piece of quite thick wood board, not too wide, and I will just mark how long I need it to be. I made mine like 20-21 centimeters, and now I have to cut it at an angle, and the angle is precise. It's 33-degree angle, no more no less. 33 it's supposed to be. I'm not the inventor of this. I've seen a couple of tutorials here on YouTube, and they are very specific with that 33-degree angle to make it float like that in the end. And I make that uppercut also at the same angle, just for it to look nice. Next thing, I need to mark out where I need to drill the hole to fit that bottleneck, and I make it 1/3 from the top and 2/3 from the bottom of my wood piece, like that. And the size should be 35 millimeters. I start out with making a pilot hole and then bring the big guns in. My husband was laughing a lot here, and so was I. I have this cone-shaped drill, and that goes to like 33 millimeters. Not ideal, so 35 is a lot better, and we need to make it slightly bigger. First I do that 33 hole from both sides, so make sure that it's even, and then I need to make it slightly bigger to point up like that. You will see how I angle my drill like that to make it slightly bigger to fit that bottleneck perfectly. So if you have a 35 millimeter drill bit, you should be good to go from the start. And this is how they look, and now I need to try them out with a full bottle. That one works. Next one. Oops. There we go. Voila, perfect. Now that I tried them out, I need to sand them off with my electric sander, and I went over them over again with a rough grid sandpaper and then a more fine one to make them nice and smooth all sides. And in that hole I just take a piece of sandpaper and sand it off. And last thing, I sand all pieces just with a fine grid sandpaper. I stain them all in my natural oak stain that I used for all my projects today, and set them aside to dry. Just wipe off the excess first, both back and front. And I have decided to personalize my wood pieces a little bit. So I went in on PowerPoint, made a couple of circles like you see me do here, just for some visual interest, and then I put in the letter M and M for husband and wife with the same initials. And then I will transfer this printout onto the wood. In order to do that, I need to save it as a photo and then put it in PowerPoint again and then mirror it. And I decided to put in an image of 2 wine glasses as well to fit this floating board like that. Now it is reversed, and the wine glasses as well. And once I'm happy with the placement, I save it as a picture again. Once they have been printed out, I just cut them as close to the image as possible. So I have two with initials on, and then I have one that only says enjoy, so I can give that to anyone. I place them out to see if they fit. They will be upside down, of course, with the print onto the wood. And then I have this new thing that I just bought, a photo transfer pouch. I hope it works better than ordinary Mod Podge. I put some on the print and some on the wood, like you see me do here. Place it where I want it, and then I take a credit card of some sort and just flatten it to make sure it fits, and wipe off the excess. And I do the same on the other ones as well. And then it said on the bottle to take a hairdryer and heat them up for 10 minutes until everything has dried. And once everything has dried, you take a damp sponge and just rub off that paper. I thought it worked fine, but I didn't want to rub too much because I have bad experience from that. I rubbed and rubbed and rubbed, and still I thought I had some of that paper left, but I didn't dare to continue rubbing to rub off that print. But I think it looks good anyways. And here are the other ones. That one is so much darker, so it was a little harder to see what it says. You will see up close later on. And then that lighter wood, you can see that clearly. Enjoy, looks good. And now I am taking my satin finished varnish, put on one coat and set them aside to dry. If you like this video and videos like this, consider subscribing and hit that like button as well. It will help my channel to grow, reach more people, and I can spend more time creating inspirational content for you. Et voila! Here is how they turned out. I have M&M here with the wine glasses, M and B, if you can see that. Also with the wine glasses. And the last one, enjoy, and the wine glasses. I think they turned out beautiful. And now let's see if they work. And it does, doesn't it? Looking good, I think. So tell me what you think of my creations today, my gift ideas. Anything you would consider as a gift to a dinner party or Christmas party? Tell me, what do you normally bring to a dinner party? Let me know in the comments. Now it's time to head on over to my description box and hit that playlist link, this collaboration, for more gift ideas for Christmas and beyond. Just click and enjoy. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.